How's it going, guys? I'm I'm still getting things a little set up. I have to do laundry and stuff today, and today's also gonna be a super short stream, unfortunately, which kind of sucks after yesterday where I abandoned logistics pipes like right away to go do Minecraft server stuff. But it should still be pretty cool. I have a lot of off-stream progress to show you. I'm not sure. I forget exactly how much of it is. Oh, I guess was yesterday, but I've done a few things. How's it going, Sing? What do you mean? It's you did the ping stream at the same time as Nero? Oh, that's funny. Rip. You see, Nero and I are really the same person. Oh, they have an auto ping. See, I manually ping, so there's a difference. But yeah, so things have changed. I believe this elevator was new since Thursday, I suppose. I did show it off yesterday. Then I've cleaned up a lot of machines and I guess a lot of these chests and stuff lying around. Don't have quite as many that are like auto feeding and auto outputting and stuff. Give me 5 minutes, I'll unmute you. Wow, Sing. But we've been slowly setting up these logistics pipes and having them like automatically craft stuff. And I mean it does a pretty good job, right? Like, I'm very much impressed with these things. The one limitation is that it will send everything to a machine in a craft as opposed to just what the machine needs to do the craft. So like, let's say for example I want a basic logistics pipe. What's going to happen is it's going to send all the supplies for a basic logistics pipe that it has to this assembler. It's also going to send all the parts it has for the unrouted logistics pipe to this assembler. And well, we only have 6 slots here, so it backs up. That is the one downside and the one limitation of logistics pipes. Otherwise, everything else, it's impressively smart. Like, I'm very surprised by like a pre-AE mod how good this thing does. And here we have active suppliers. This is really neat. This is stock keeping for us, so I can put in any number of items that I want to keep in the chests, and it'll actually go and it'll craft them for us. So like, I don't know, let's say I'm doing something, I need a few steel rods. So it's going to look through the system, it's going to see, oh, I have steel rods in this chest. And it's going to automatically bring them all the way over here. It's going to magnetize for them, and then it's going to ship them off. And in a second here, we'll have 64 plus 63 magnetic steel rods. Any second now. Oh, I guess we have 64, right? I'm gonna request even 64 of those. So yeah, it's super smart. It's awesome. I love the thing. I think the best way to use it, and the way I'm kind of setting up right now, is have our crafting station here, and then have this automatically supply a lot of stuff we use a bunch. Eventually, I'd like to go up a step, right? I'd like it to automatically supply us full of motors and stuff like that. But excuse me. Oh. But that will be after we do. Where is this at? That'll be after we do this thing, I believe. We need the logistics crafting table, which. Oh yeah, fun fact, I'm actually out of medium voltage circuits. I'll explain why in a second. But yeah. Yep. So I'm out of medium voltage circuits. What the heck did I do with my medium voltage circuits? I actually ran out of low voltage circuits a couple of times. Where have they been going? I made a medium voltage laser engraver. I made a medium voltage advanced forming press. And I needed these for... what did I need them for? I genuinely forget. Yeah, I got the fan out of a loot bag. Why do I need the medium? Oh, I needed the forming press and the laser engraver for a golden chipset here, right? So you take the redstone chip, you laser engrave it, medium voltage required, forming press, medium voltage required. But then out of this in the assembler, I need it for the active supplier. That's what I needed them for. So I made those real quick. That's why we're low on medium voltage circuits. We also ran out of low voltage circuits. Is there any other big things that I changed up here? I mean, I probably moved the mine to get more diamonds. Probably about it. Oh yeah, we need a third good food source. And then I got a chest to show you guys. I'm actually kind of proud of this chest. I don't know if I'm a little proud of it. We have a second EBF. We have everything minus the low voltage hatches for a second EBF. You'd be like, what in the world do you need a second EBF for? Well, I have a little bit of raw aluminum. just a little bit. The reason I got so much aluminum right now is because if you electrolyze lazurite, which I'm really not sure what else to do with lazurite. Where is it? Probably also do sodalite, which I have a bunch of that stuff too. Lazurite, we get 6 aluminum for 28 lazurite. So I just have an absurd amount of aluminum. But you take this dust. Whoops. You take the dust and you throw it in a tinker smelter right here. So you get your aluminum. And then you cast it into an ingot, which is actually why I built this redstone timer. I believe I did that on stream one day. And then you get the raw aluminum, and then you have to put them in the EBF. So I want a second EBF because it will speed things up, and I can also feed it nitrogen, which will make it a 60-second recipe instead of a 75-second recipe, so that'll be nice. So that's why we're doing a second EBF. I am just missing the lubricant in order to make the low voltage hatches, as you can see here. Otherwise we'll have it. You can see it's in my recipes too. So there's that. That's really cool. Super stoked about that. So where do I want to start? I love how Shark's like, I'm here now. And I'm just like, Eliza, that's a new spot where you are actually perfect. Right here. Oh, that was a crazy jump. Oh, you are Shark? Yeah, you're Shark. Singularity, Shark. You know, they're both S. Reasonable crash out. Reasonable crash out is fair. I will not deny that. Iron drill and a bunch of books and quills. No clue what you do with these things. But yeah, so I want the lubricant to make the second EBF. Part of the EBF is that we are going to need more steam power. What? Yeah? So we're going to upgrade this to she is going wild. And actually there's a problem with this, right? This thing, we don't have enough creosote to put it fully on creosote, but we also won't have a way to consume the creosote. There's also the question of, do we have enough wood in order to power this thing fully? I don't know. For now, I think we run extra off of the huge pot and pop pipeline up there, and hope that we'll be all right. I'm gonna just put it like right over here. Having excess creosote is greater than having excess of steam. That is true, but I mean, I gotta void or do something to the creosote, right? Because I need to keep the similar charcoal production, if not slightly higher. if I wanted to change this into another high pressure solid boiler. Here we go. Destroy the chair. I'd rather you destroy the chair than the parapet. I mean, theoretically, they should engage each other out. I guess I don't know how much attention you've been paying this thing, but I have an extreme excess of charcoal right now. Oh yeah, I don't even want to touch this thing. I made a low voltage hatch or something for it, and it needs a medium voltage hatch for the recipe I want to do. So that thing's in timeout. You saw the clip where it went kaboom. Yeah, which was kind of funny. So yeah, for now I think I just run a pot and pipe from here upstairs as like a I'll deal with it later solution. All right, come on, lubricant. Have I stalled enough? Do I have? We are so close. But so other than the EBF, I want to work towards conduits because item conduits would be huge, right? Item conduits would allow me to, I believe, as elevator doesn't use it. That is true. I do have an elevator. But I mean, I was going to power, right? I was going to power. I wasn't going to the charcoal. If I was going to charcoal or like the mines and stuff, I'd go over here. But I believe what a conduit will let us do is say this is our conduit. This is our inventory that's connected to the either the crafter or like one of the logistics pipes chassis and stuff. And then this is like the item that does the craft. I think I can item filter to only have certain items in this chest. And so I can have this pull out of the machine and put it back in here, and I'll only put out the stuff it needs to craft and put it in here. I think I can do that with Ender IO, but it's been forever since I've done Ender IO, so maybe I won't be able to, and maybe we'll have to build a more complicated setup, but that's the idea. Yeah, I've been putting in work. I've been putting in big time work. Seriously, your GTNH addiction is insane. This is how I play any game, right? Like, any game that I really get into, I really get into. You should have seen me playing World of Warcraft last year. It was this, except, you know, World of Warcraft. It's kind of funny. There's a guy who does, like, the priest guide writing. His name is Automatic Jack. The other day, he revealed how many mounts and stuff he has. And in literally a year, I have gained the number of mounts that he has gotten since, whatchamacallit. Since, like, MOP or something like that. You mean the release? Oops, I don't want gears. The game release? The game release is 2004. And in my experience, anyone who says they've been playing from since Classic are kind of bad. There's obviously exceptions. Like I'm sure Sarah Knight, if he was around, would protest that. But as a general rule of thumb, the longer somebody's been playing, the worse they are at the game. I think it has to do with just like, you know, it's like teaching an old dog new tricks. Like the classes change so much, and they're like, "Oh, I've been playing since 2004," and it's like, "All right, Grandpa, you know, there's only been like 8 different renditions of your class since then. Don't bother to learn the new one. Obviously, you know what's best." I don't know what MOP or whatever is. MOP is Mists of Pandaria. It came out in 2012, I believe. So we're talking 14 years. Which is kind of wild that MOP was 14 years ago. Because I remember going to the store and seen Miss Pandaria on the shelf and been like, Warcraft would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? That'd be kind of a neat game to play. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing circuits. Almost as old as you. And think there's people who still every day go home and play that game. Wait, did we... I guess I don't have to steal for it to accidentally overflow. There's an absolute banger of a song for Five Nights at Freddy fan game called Old Dog New Tricks. Can't even find the time to play Bar or GTNH. You make the time. I believe I'm missing resistors. Gonna make these up. Oh, they're the same? They're or dictionary? What? Okay, whatever. Oh, there it is. Fine electrum with polyethylene for 16. It's 2 per. I mean, polyethylene's still super limited for us, right? Otherwise, I could. So yeah, we're gonna do this recipe. Just make like 16 batches. When you're Greg, I am Gregging the Greg right now. I feel so Greg. How's it going, Cap? Too many things got the urge to read another light novel. That is good. Keep reading. I would say my advice to you is never let other stuff take precedent over reading. Oh yeah. I do. So I guess what is my question is, what is the difficulties with studying? I usually struggle to focus the most. I had a hard time just like sitting down and doing the task, you know what I mean? But I know some people have other struggles and whatnot, and I was curious what your struggle is, 'cause I might have some advice for you. My solution for focus was to, if you ever heard of like the Pomodoro timer or whatever, you like set up a 25-minute timer, and when it dings, you take like a 5-minute break, and you do that over and over again until your task is done. I did a slightly modified version of that. I said, all right, 20 minutes, I'm gonna do this. You know, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna force myself to do it as much as I can, and then I do like a stopwatch or something. I do like a true timer. If I feel like stopping and my stopwatch is over 20 minutes, I'll stop. But what happens most of the time is I enter a flow state, and I just kind of, you know, keep on going, keep on hammering away at it. And it's like, you know, either way, you got 20 minutes of work done, and very often you're gonna end up with more work done. That's my solution to the focus issue. You find it boring? It's such a waste of time. I have to force myself to do it. Focus and not be able to spot stupid mistakes. Waste of time. Is there a subject specifically you're struggling with? Because maybe we can talk about why it's cool. Like especially school books. 600 long book that doesn't even interest me. Yeah, that stuff is kind of annoying. I'll be honest. I don't know a good way to silver line it or be like, oh yeah, you got to read the Great Gatsby because of some other stuff. It's like, I mean, how often are you gonna be using the Great Gatsby? How many crafts am I doing? How many crafts is this? You're doing like 14 crafts for some reason. 56. I care about my country's history. I care about the now, and my now is to do as much as I can to have fun. I'm not struggling with physics, it's just that I'm not able to moderate stupid mistakes, and it ruins my consistency. Stupid mistakes. Is there any advice I can give for stupid mistakes? I mean, the classic is you go to like, hey, you should take your time, right? But like, I struggle with that a lot in school too, right? Like, I really loved math, and I'd always like really blast through any math problems. And a lot of the times, my first time through, I'll be like more accurate than my second or third time through. And so I don't know if I really have much of a solution to you other than I guess just like do like a checksum at the end, just like go back through and be like, all right, does this make sense? Is this in the ballpark? As like just a verification. That'd probably be my advice for the stupid mistakes. Going to the final stage of the Physics Olympiad, Russia has elected in the top 150 amongst the country. That is wild. Congratulations, Kat. Best of luck. It doesn't help I missed out on one of the most important lessons of the subject recently. I've been unable to do any exercise on my own because of that. I've only picked up slight glances of what it is, aka math. The problem with the Olympiads is that's a race against the clock. Minor spelling mistake. What did you miss with math? Saying I might be able to fill in, the gap for you. We can talk math in our Greg stream. I'm sure Greg viewers are probably more receptive to talking about math than most others. Values like cosine of 60 degrees. I don't know what those are. So there is a table that I got fortunate enough to join a class where I didn't have to memorize them. But there is a table of values that they're probably expecting you to memorize. Yep, Kat hasn't memorized. I missed the lesson where that was explained. So I'm trying to think, what's the best way to go about explaining? Use 1, 2, 3 rule to not mess them up. Yeah, and that'll be more of a Cat thing as far as like mnemonics and stuff to remember the table. But essentially, you're looking for, let's see if I can find it. Unit, circle, trig. Unit, table trig? I guess you can memorize as a table. Circles are kind of a useful way to do it too. But, essentially, we have taught a table divides the cosine trig for 0s, 1, and -1, but I don't have more specific one for the specific values of these. So you mean like the 60 degrees and stuff? I'm trying to find a good one. You know, I like this one. I like this one even though it's written kind of funny. I'm going to paste it in the general. Yep. Now, a slight asterisk with this. You also have to worry about the quadrant that you're in. Which, are you familiar with the quadrants as far as like which ones are positive and which? Dude, Cat's just popping off, flexing all of us with them memorized. Okay, yeah. So keep in mind this table, and keep in mind what region stuff is positive, what region stuff is negative, and you'll be able to derive the whole thing or whatever, if that makes sense. Which, honestly, being able to derive it is probably more important than having it fully memorized. I think that's kind of the argument that my teacher had, is like, you know, you guys could memorize this, and most people do make their students memorize it, but if you're able to derive it, then it's like, yeah, no problem. Like, just have a reference sheet of them. That too, you can approximate it. But memorizing that first quadrant table plus SOHCAHTOA, you should be good. Hopefully. And if not, I have failed you, and I'm sorry. Can you repeat what you were saying? Which one I was saying? I mean, I was saying, like, memorize the table plus SOHCAHTOA and the quadrants of stuff's positive and negative, and you should be fine. And if not, I have failed you. Before that, what did I say? Driving it's more important than memorizing. Yeah, Pythagoras is incredible. I love Pythagoras. It's kind of funny. I move boxes for a living, but I still use Pythagoras at work. One thing I somewhat know how to do. All right, what's that? Need some help explaining it further? Yeah. Alright, Kat. You know, I'm trusting on you to correct me, because this is a part I'm not super familiar with. But we're saying sine of 135 degrees, right? So, yeah, side and no angles. Dude, that'd be wild. Let's see if I can find. So, chess. I picked the one block that connects, didn't I? Yeah. So you know some like trig identities and stuff. But what's going on there is you're saying, so this is 0 degrees, right? You're saying 135 degrees. Well, saying 135 degrees. So you're going all the way over to here, right? Well, this is just 45 degrees, with the horizontal component is negative. That's why you're able to say negative 45 sine. Yep, you're in the second quadrant. And if you know that, like, you'll probably be fine. You'll probably be able to drive them better than I can. What about 35 cosine into that? So you're okay, Kat. I need you to check me, right, Kat? Because I'm not going to be like perfectly on point. So you're 135 degrees, right? You're 45 degrees off of this. But you're also 45 degrees off of this. As I'd be curious what the unit triangle is. 45 B1. Is this square root? Square root of 2, square root of 2, right? With 1, which is adjacent, which is square root of 2. 1. No, cosine is negative in the second and third quadrants. Yeah, so taking cosine of this angle, right? Yes, this is right for the visual angle. Visual work. Your cosine of this. So the adjacent and the hypotenuse. Tangent is negative in second and fourth. Math sucks. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I want to stop. I want to stop talking about trig identities and stuff. You know, it's all complex in my mind, you know? E to the I sine plus cosine or whatever. Okay. Second EBF time. I also want to build it downstairs. Where's the cosine? Second TG is also positive. There you go. Cat's got it for you. Cat's got the thing for you. Alright, so then we have energy hatch. Multiple hatch goes in the top middle. Alright, and then Andrews hatch I want there, but I need turbines. So TG is 2, 4, same with cotangent. Negative, yes, positive 1 and 3, so sine positive is 1 and 2, yes, cosine is 1 and 4. No help as long as I remember that. And there's probably tables and stuff you can look up online that will help you. There's probably plenty of mnemonics and whatnot. I just need to learn their values. Yep. And then you should be able to convert anything to be in that first quadrant. We haven't had hyperbolic sine. Yeah, don't worry about hyperbolic sine and cosine and stuff yet. They'll be soon, but you don't need to add to the mix. I don't know, we talked about them. I think I only talked about hyperbolic sine and cosine towards the end of trig, or maybe it was pre-calc. I don't think I talked about them in university at all. But we used I think that is called Euler's identity. Use that all the time. But I mean, the only reason why I even talked about Euler, the equation into Euler's identity, is because of complex variables. Yeah. Pre-calc, I think. I don't remember. I know we really didn't talk about it until I had like a dedicated complex variables class. I'm trapped. Oh, that is called convenience. Absolutely planned. We don't have pre-calc here, we jump straight into calc. I remember thinking that the recipes might actually be worse, but I don't know, it's just me being schizo. Tiny pipes. Well, I mean, why make tiny pipe? So 6 to 8. Where's the extruder? You get 2. So you get 12. You get 6 to 8 as opposed to 6 to 12. I just realized I made large. Large will be fine. Large should be fine anyways. Yeah, I mean, it's only 6,000 steam per, right? So I wouldn't be able to run much else, but I could theoretically have 4 EBFs. Can I wash our EBFs? Alright, once we get to 3, you can wall share any GT multi? Wait, so I can wall share my Steam grinders? If it doesn't say otherwise in the tooltip. Oh my god. Alright, when I get a 3rd, I'll wall share them then, because then I'll be super close to a 4th, and then it'll be super valuable. Whereas right here, it's like, I already have all the components. You can wall share between different types? That is wild. So wait, this could wall share at the Pyros oven? I guess there isn't a real way to do the Pyros oven. But still, that is wild. Man, this covers new tech proceeds to remake his entire base. I mean, isn't that just Greg Tech, like, in general? Am I getting in trouble for mixing? I might be getting in trouble for mixing. I do not have duct tape yet. Oh wait, am I missing? I am missing the maintenance hatch. Wait, so that means I made this. I made an extra heat-proof machine casing twice. And All right. There we go. No, I thought I was getting in trouble because these are medium voltage output buses, but this is low voltage. I think the muffler is medium voltage. These are low voltage. So I thought I was getting in trouble for mixing. Repair it properly like a man. Let's need more voltage. I should throw it in a medium voltage machine, right? Yeah, that'd be a good idea. And crowbar. I actually think my crowbar ended up in the chest. And up in the crafting chest. You make a tool belt thing and click to repair everything. Yes, but you see, character is built on the back of inconvenience. But the fact this sign. Oh yeah. Soldering material. Could have sworn I kept cables in my inventory intentionally for this. It makes such a funky noise. Hit with soft mallet. No, I just put away my soft mallet. Okay. Alright, we're good. Alright. This is your life now. Where is... Because I want to use the nitrogen recipe, right? On 11. In fact, dude, I hate trig identities so much. Alright, is there a way to filter? I guess there is a way to filter, right? Because this thing's outputting nitrogen. So I can have it fluid out below. Probably I need more, aren't I? Alright, let me finish my homework. Cool. Math help homework. Discord channel. Cotton. That's pretty cool though. Thanks for helping out, Kat. Do I need a pump on this? Okay, sorry, I'm thinking about how this works. And then I got to go switch my laundry. I mean, you could just put a pump on their bottom. I don't want to make a pump. I don't want to make a pump. You're kind of annoying. Oh yeah, and fun fact, I'm glad you all said something. I mean, very awkward when I tried to turn it on. Where did my wire cutters end up? I don't have wire cutters anymore. All right. The patterns, I don't remember what it's called. I cannot help you with chemistry. I have no clue how chemistry works. I'm not even going to try on that one. I'm sure you can find resources and stuff online. They'll probably be able to help you. But like, our school did such like a dumb chemistry unit. Like, it's kind of crazy, to be honest. Yeah, the EBF ate my wire clippers. Chemistry, more like Greg Tech. Dude, I mean, it's only real chemistry for like a little bit, right? And then it becomes like fake, like video game chemistry, which, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna find more annoying than the real chemistry. At least the real chemistry, I can be like, all right, you know, this makes sense. You know, all right. You're talking about identities? Bronze fluid pipe. Pythagorean. What's an identity describe the meaning? Yeah, that would be called, not by like names, like a pattern. Identity is when something equals another thing. Yeah. So an identity. Oops. Maybe identity. Is identity the right word to use? I mean, it kind of is, right? You put something through an identity and it comes out the same side and it's the same thing. It might look different, but it's still the same. That's what I mean by identity. Equality between squares of hypotenuse and sum of squares. That is a right triangle. Yeah. I mean, yeah. In English, usually we call them identities. I think. Anytime I've heard somebody talk about them, I've heard identities. And then I need to take that off. Where's my crowbar? I'll give you permission to void when you're over 15,000. Alright, now you're doing recipe 11. And it's working! Woo! Double EBF! That's actually a really good way to explain it, Cap. No, it's just an example of a form to use. I don't explain it. Yeah. Yeah, identity is just a, could you call it a definition? It kind of is a definition, right? It would be like an alternate definition or like an equivalence. Alright, I'll be right back because I gotta go swamp laundry. In the meantime, enjoy double EBF. I can't wait till we're doing triple. Have I died to pollution yet? Spoiler, sodium is crazy to obtain through electrolysis of molten nio. Learning more and better willingness here than on lessons IRL. Public school systems are failing because of lack of funding at the moment, yeah. You realize pH, alpha, and K for chemistry, association stuff. Mom, can I have 10 kilograms of salt, 2 steel rods, and a 100 volt AC battery and a crucible with a gas lighter? Spoiler, sodium is a quite easy way to obtain electrolysis of molten NaOH. And Twitch suddenly died. Twitch can handle me coming back, I suppose. Wait, can this auto output? No. Alright, still, this is cool. why are you not running? Because we are oxygen overfull. I like that I end up with an uneven amount of nitrogen. It's actually kind of weird. Is there a way to speed up aluminum using oxygen? Xenon, potassium, krypton, neon, radon, argon, helium, nitrogen. No, there is not. I suppose I can do steel out of this one, can't I? I'm gonna do aluminum out of this one. Yeah, let's do steel. Use a face mask. Since chlorine is so corrosive, it can oxidize noble gases. Chlorine is nasty stuff. That's why I use it in pools and whatnot. Make Spectre iron. It's kind of useless. Alright, it should be good. There we go. So this guy's making steel, which is going to consume the oxygen, right? And that means that that thing is going to fire up. And we're going to start getting more nitrogen, which means that this guy can keep on going more. Super roundabout way, but it works. You guys are talking way above my level of chemistry. Like acids, bases. Same. I mean, you don't want either of them on your skin. It's actually really fast steel. I thought chlorine was an acid. I guess this is the base. I saw a video that was talking about how dangerous acids can be and how dangerous bases can be. And bases are also like more dangerous than acids because of what they do to the tissue. I forget exactly what it was, but like they put like ham in an acid and they put ham in like a base, and the base ham like basically just like fell apart. it was super funky to watch, whereas like the acid ham just kind of like slowly dissolved. Wait, are aluminum rods not in my list to provide? I guess it's not my providers list. Alright, so I do need to throw a bunch of aluminum in there. It's taking care of the plates for us. I'll make another batch of steel rods just so that way I have some surplus at the moment. And then, what else? What else? Okay, you're running well. And it's hopefully getting plenty of nitrogen. It looks like it's getting plenty of nitrogen. Actually, I should leave the void on this thing, shouldn't I? I should leave the void on this thing in case it's overfilling that. I'm an idiot. Why did I put the void on the final part? I want a huge buffer of nitrogen. I guess which face can I put it on? I can put it on the back, as power's connected there. Put it on the front. There we go. So now I'll avoid it. It'll literally do exactly the same. Yes, I do coding off stream. If you're super curious about when I'm working on it, actually I think most of the server development's been off stream. There's a channel. It's called like Repo Listener or something like that, and it'll like send a message every time I push stuff. It won't mean that like an update's happening, but it will mean that like development's happening. All right, this is sweet. Enough heat plus enough voltage can break anything down, yeah. Alright. Ooh, I do have more aluminum. Alright, Ender IO conduits time. So, electrical steel. Of course I need to EBF it. Because why wouldn't I need to EBF this, you know? Alright, so we need 8 electrical steel dust. Whoops. Which I believe I have like raw silicone just chilling up here, don't I? Yeah, I got so much raw silicone. I need a stack of steel dust, a stack of coal dust. Is there a way to get coal dust without macerating coal? Because this is like... it's kind of used at times, and so I don't want to just use it, you know? You're talking about like room temperature? Or up to like water boiling. There's coal casings? That's so random. Most reactive elements react with water. chemical versions of the compounds. Yeah, I am completely out of the loop on this chemistry discussion. Alright, 3 per second. I need it to do the whole stack. And cold has to be made up here, and then mixer needs to be on 2. I need the medium voltage one. This is ultra low voltage, takes 5 seconds. So I could overclock. Yeah, let's do that. The seal's being made. I should upgrade this muffler hatch to a medium voltage one. Yeah, I look back at chat and I lost my train of thought. Aluminum. Medium voltage. Oh, muffler. Muffler. Steel turbine I probably have lying around. I don't have those lying around. That's easy. Extruder is about to finish up. Perfect. Give me like 10 steel. Wait, did I start my timer? I did start my timer. Okay. I should get these things to do like turbines and stuff too, automatically for us. I mean, this is fine for now, right? Like, it's doing a good job supplying us with everything we want. Alright, medium voltage muffler hatch. Only reason I'm doing this is because it's going to save us some pollution. I go with a hammer. All right, there we go. Minus, like, what? 10%? 13% pollution. For the win. Are you in ionization right now? So right now, sequence of specific ions reactions. We kind of ignore temperature. Anyway, I think I'll dip. So you're outpacing me insanely. My ego's hurting. Maybe this tiny. I think Cat's probably older than you, Sang. That might help prepare your ego a little bit. Well, I mean, once you've had a few classes, you'll be at his level. You still turning you lot, you know? Alright, I don't know if there's anything else I can... Alright. Maybe this could help you sing. I am 25, and I don't understand you guys' conversation. How does that make you feel? You have to self-teach integrals in 9th grade because of physics? Man, Cat, like... We don't even talk about integrals in our basic curriculum in school. Like, you only learn about integrals if you're going to be an engineer, or you're doing, oh yes, engineer, computer science, or math. I mean, you might learn about it in biology and stuff, but... Sorry, I'm just enjoying listening to the hum of these guys. The hum of progress. Yeah, this guy should have nitrogen for days. Yeah. He's got plenty of nitrogen. He'll keep full. He's got to keep full on oxygen. Now that we're finally using some. Coal dust should be done. A little steel dust downstairs. This point, my future is bright. I can be homeless, dead, starving, and what's better than all of them at the same time? It's an unfortunate world that we're in, that someone as smart as you, Cat, has that on their mind. Thanks for the hydrate thing.
Singularity Tesseract says hydrate.
I am sitting really funny. I'm pretty sure I know what's coming. I should get a webcam just for the exercises. Optics. I mean, to some extent it's optics. Oh, I could 100% fake them. I'm saying. I don't, because it's easier just to do them. Are you talking optics as in like glass and cables and stuff, or optics as in like, oh, excuse me, how things are perceived by people and whatnot? Oh, Mirrors and Legends, yeah. Do 20 back... So what you're doing is you're talking about like a pull-up. I actually don't have a way to do that exercise thing. I don't have a table. 20 backwards push-ups, basically have your body be laying down like on grass, so pulling yourself by an edge or something and do push-ups from that. And be against a bed. I bet it's pretty low to the ground. And that's not like a true grip. I guess I can try with the desk. Oh, I don't have much space in here. Yeah, the desk is all moving. The whole desk is moving. Until you need to find the image of a circle in a round lens. Spoiler, it can be any second grade curve. Yeah, that sounds wild. I don't even... Not even beginning to comprehend what's going on with that. Well, I think I know what you mean now, Sing, but... I mean, the bed might work. But like, the bed's like way over there. Please hold. 5 hours later. The bed is too soft. Circles, subdivision of ellipses, true. So second grade, you're probably talking smooth in some way, right? So like second degree derivative is probably something positive. Like second degree derivative is probably constant. Yeah. That makes sense to me. Alright, I'll do some general upper body stretches. Do like the arm like way up, across behind your head. Do it this side too. How's it going, Sarah Night? Yeah, all good. I'm gonna roll my shoulders. Alright, then I got this one. I see swimmers do it. I don't know what it's called, but you like swing your arms. Like you push your shoulders all the way back as far as you can. And you also like swing them as far forward as you can, like across your body. That's another one I like. You see swimmers doing it a lot. Alright. Back to Greg Tech, because I only got like another 40 minutes or so, unfortunately. Alright, so electrical steel, conductive steel. Silver, silicone, coal, iron. It's time to duel! Dude, Oh, I see what you're talking about. I'm not flexible enough to do that. What do you gotta do in 40 minutes? I have to go pick up my dad. I have to, I have a lot to do. Yeah, like I mean, I guess, okay. I was thinking like laying down and like, I'm thinking like laying down, like pulling yourself up. You're talking like that. And 20. Okay, I see you now. Yeah. He is having me work out for the stretch. Dude, I literally lift boxes for a living though. I'm already fairly strong. Math jump scare. Yeah. See, and I would look at that and I'd be like, dude, just take the second order derivative. Like, I know we're talking multivariable, right? So we're talking about a matrix. But essentially what we're saying is the first order derivative is all linear. We're gonna see a thing, right? Yeah, first order. Was it like the matrix of partials or something? I guess second order derivatives are kind of annoying in multivariable sense. Yeah. Always check all recipes, otherwise I'll find you in your dreams and hunt you. I love how Cat was going to leave to do homework. And then now he's tutoring in chat and helping him. It is pretty cool though. Alright, so all that stuff's processing. Silver, we'll need some more iron dust. This will make our conductive iron. We need to be on 15. Stack of redstone. Redstone, coal, 2 of the iron, an extra iron, and then plus the silver. So we're actually going to fill this thing up. So we can, for conductive, for pulsating, this is the expensive one I think for us. Because you get ender pearl dust, press redstone alloy dust. You just kind of use it. We're kind of cool that we're always using the mixer a lot more. How much ender pearl dust do I have? I have so many ender pearls, I suppose is the real question. So I have 13 ender pearls. I don't want to use all of these. Consider recycling. Alright, so we do just get the ender pearl dust. Thanks for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. We are playing Greg Tech. I'm guessing you guys are probably doing Greg Tech or similar. Salutations, Gregor. Gregor, that's a good one. So why is this not...
Katoof World 123 has summoned an ad.
Alright, where is my Twitch dashboard? There we go. Press that button. Time to scare everyone away? Yeah, literally. Nope, not doing Great Tech. Doing mod development. Oh, neat. What are you guys making for a mod? Oh, why are you being annoying here? Be super roundabout. We could probably do that. Make a block of solid ender. Starcatcher. What is that for a mod? Sounds really cool. Is it like a tech pack with stars and stuff, like Dyson spheres? I hate OpenGL. Yeah, OpenGL is super weird. Then I think I can recycle the rod, right? Dude, why is this stuff being so funky? It says masonry recycling, ultra low voltage, and we have a low voltage machine here, but it doesn't want to recycle it for some reason. It's a fishing mod. That is pretty cool. Not to brag or anything. Congratulations. Okay, silver dust should be done downstairs. We have the iron dust too, so we can finish the conductive iron. I love how I have the elevator and I still walk. Yeah. You're pardoned to brag? Yeah. I agree with that. Right, conductive iron, mixer, medium voltage, raw silicone. What's in the raw silicone? Are you not? Is everything just decided to stop working? It's not automatically filling the mixer? I suppose that's the front of the machine, probably. Nowadays, you just do an overlay that access to Mojang's helper methods to run directly from just a string code plus, yeah. Better than the world's legacy fabric API is very comfortable to operate, which is no documentation. It's a tree problem. Serenite. It's an open problem in mathematics. Essentially, the question is, do you always arrive at 1, or are the numbers that will have a cycle somewhere else? If I remember right. I don't like fractions. That's the name of the math problem. Fractions are illegal. I don't want to do this with more ender pearls, but for a reason, masonry to recycling. I wonder if Forge Hammer would do anything. It's so random that that one doesn't work. I thought it was an open problem that it always ends up at 1, Serenite. Oh, there we go. So multi-block can do it, no problem, but should end up here eventually. So like multi-block, no problem, but then the single block, no, not allowed. Ender pearl dust, that's blasphemy. Whatever. So we got that. We got the redstone alloy dust. I think I have a whole bunch I haven't smelted up yet. That's also. Why are they making this more difficult? Oh well, this stuff's easy to make. Fermat's last theorem? Is it Fermat's last theorem? Fermat's last theorem. Theorem in number theory that there are no non-trivial integer solutions for integer number greater than or equal to. In cases n equals 1 and n equals 2 have been known since antiquity to have infinitely many solutions. Yeah, because n equals 2 is Pythagoras. And n equals 1 is just trivial. Fermat added that he had a proof that was too large to fit in the margin, although other statements claimed Fermat without proof were subsequently proven by others and credited as theorems of Fermat. Yeah. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff like that that's like deceptively hard to do. So red alloy, this plus iron. Alright, so this is enough to unlock Ender IO for us. I can throw in coal, silicon, silver, and iron, so I just can get back at that. And redstone. There we go. I still only have 4 conductive iron. RIP. I'm really beginning to believe Kat's suggestion of quad EBF. Be really helpful right now. As for now, let's shelve Ender IO and then let's work on making this a little more organized. You guys didn't want to make you try the Riemann hypothesis? What is the Riemann hypothesis? Is the conjecture that Riemann's zeta function has zeros only? Yeah. So it's this thing. And the analytic continuation implies that however that one sequence equals like -1/12 or something like that. You see, and I know nothing about analytic continuations and stuff, so. Alright, Shelvin Ender IO, we have logistics pipes here. We're trying to set this up to supply us a lot of really nice things. What else do we want to supply us with? I figured the plates is going to be nice. Cables could be nice. Covered cables would be nice. I still don't have the actual crafting one unlocked, so maybe we do that. Because then I can have it provide us with motors and stuff, which would be awesome. We are going to need to make more medium voltage circuits, though. Wait, what am I? Oh, I'm missing resistors. Expected. Unsolvable so far. I mean, it'll probably be unsolved for a long time if I had to guess. It's kind of a crazy problem, in my opinion. Blue alloy bolt I should already have. Yep. The 8x copper cables. Easy enough to make. I don't think I have them yet. Can I wire mill directly into it? That is a question. I can, 16. Oh, the pollution's getting bad. This was one of my concerns with the double EBFs up here. My base has a pollution problem, and I can't... Actually, can I make the hazmat suit again? My issue previously was these lenses, right? The reinforced glass. I suppose I do have medium voltage now, right? I can make advanced alloy, that's no problem. So I suppose we're actually able to make this now. It's probably worthwhile, isn't it? Do I have any more advanced alloy lying around? Iron, bronze, and tin. Tin, and then bronze. Such like a random item, like advanced alloy. I figured it'd be in a lot, but it's really not. Is this from industrial craft? Oh, we're gonna have to use it for galactic craft, it looks like. And for reactors. That'll be fun. Alright, let's take care of that. Then we cut it. We get those. We need the medium voltage lathe. A flawless diamond I should have. Got lucky with that. Diode circuits. Let's make 8 medium voltage circuits. Throw those in there, those, and then what else did I need? The copper wire. You thought about scaling up and just making things in bulk to store? I suppose I don't fully understand your question, Sarah Knight. The general idea behind logistics pipes, which is kind of what I'm wanting to get further into, is we're able to request stuff, right? So right now we're gonna request these items to be always in this chest. And it's super nice because it'll automatically pull stuff from elsewhere and automatically craft stuff and whatnot and throw it in here for us. So for example, I have these magnetic rods and whatnot. If I pull out some of these magnetic iron rods, it's gonna pull them out of this chest here and it'll go magnetize them for us automatically and then dump it back into the chest. And I need to set that up for more items. Right now I only have it set up for basically the items in here. And it's not even automatically doing the rod portion yet. But part of that is I've been somewhat reluctant to continue like expanding and ballooning this thing, because if you send multiple recipes to the same machine, they can very, very easily get backed up. And so I'm wanting Ender IO conduits so that way they don't get backed up as easily, because then I can do a buffer inventory. This is, we were talking about this last night, man. This is this is AE2's predecessor. This is like the original AE2. I want to use it to do primarily stock keeping, but I want to keep stuff in stock that would be helpful for us. Is 24 excessive right now? I mean, I got so much aluminum, I'm just waiting on it to process. I don't think 24 is probably not too excessive. But like it's super helpful, right? Because like this, I can just craft. I'm gonna do it this way so that way it doesn't trigger a whole chain reaction to make a whole bunch of stuff. Wait, what? Did it just eat it from somewhere? I'm confused, whatever. And then advanced lathe. Like that's so much less painful than what it used to be. Wait, did this not trigger anything? Literally nothing. They're like, the medium lathe, terrible. You have no need for it. That's funny. See you tonight, Sarah Knight? Maybe, we'll see. I want to be very busy tonight. I might get back by 9, by 10 my time. We'll see. Okay, cool. Ooh, poison. I love pollution! Yay! Okay, that's easy. I have the rubber sheets. I actually prepared all this wall. I don't remember if I prepared the right amount or slightly less than enough. Yeah, these are weird because they needed the carpet. Chemical orange. Interesting. So you need 4 carpet. And then the boots. Boots are super easy. If I have partial hazmat suit on, it should at least prevent me from getting the worst effects, right? Whoops. There we go. Oh, this is kind of a neat bug. So we have step up right now, right? As per our piston boots. If I head up here, all right, throw them on. Oh, apparently I already had rubber boots, but I still have a step up. I think you lose the speed bonus, but I mean, you still have the auto step, which can be nice. Doubt that's intentional. I suppose the check for the auto step enchantment just doesn't run to disable it when you swap armor in that way. Alright, one of these guys had glue in them right now. I can put glue in you. I'll be fine. 7 rubber. Alright, then chest plates, 4. And then we're just waiting on the reinforced glass, right? Yeah. Oh, look away if you get nauseous easily. We have nausea. I'm kind of curious how the pollution mechanic works. Like what thresholds are poisonous, what thresholds are safe. How the suit protects you and stuff like that. Why are these rubber boots so low on durability all of a sudden? thought they were 50 when I grabbed them. Weird. Dude, it's immediate. And we saw. Oh, dude, that is so troll. Wow. I did not expect that. So taking poison damage damages your armor in 1.7 Minecraft. That is absurd. Oh. Yeah, we're full hazmat. We should be safe now. That is still wild. Okay, conductive iron. Please tell me I have enough. We are one off. Alright, so we have the advanced lathe, we have that. We're working towards this. Book. Crafting table. Chest. We have a bunch of chests in here. Yep. Just throw it on one. So there's that portion. We have the circuits. We have the piston. Nope, but piston is trivial. Should have been. Apparently we don't have small gears. Alright, anything we're missing? We have the basic, we have the crafters, we have the circuits, blue bolts, no problem. 24 with molten ethylene. That's 4. Piston, 2 circuits. Alloy bolts. 1 craft. Forestry work table. Basic logistics. Then we need the whatchamacallit. Alright, then we just need the copper cable. It's gonna be funny if I don't have any like fluid rubber around. Can I extract this? I can, okay. And this one's supposed to be on 18 with 10 in it for the auto crafting portion. But I'm all out of tin for it. I should say, I mean, I got 10, it's just It's a round. All right, what are we missing? Come on, this should be everything. Piston, machine hull, force work table, basic, 24, polyethylene. Oh, that'd do it. Oh, that would certainly do it. Oh, that's funny. I made a 16x wire instead of 8x. Well, I'm sure it'll be useful eventually. I really don't know when. Like 16 amps is kind of ridiculous. All right, now we should have it. There we go. And I'll put you on 18. And soldering alloy. Even though I don't use it super common, well, super often. Be nice to have it set up. Automating crafting table recipes. And enter IO. Tantalum ore? Tantalum is used in GT optional and ender IO capacitors. There's also a source for niobium. You can find it in the overworld and in the nether. Keep in mind that you need a high voltage plus cathanol, EBF, and medium voltage chemical bath to get tantalum ingots. Wow. All right. Probably the most awesome way to transport just about anything in multiple different ways. Get some conduits of each type. Higher tiers of each, except item exists. There are also ME conduits for when you can do that. Pulsating iron. A small electrum. And polyethylene. Yes, just what I needed. Another drain for our polyethylene. Alright, the pulsating iron is the most expensive because I don't have a good ender pearl source yet. Alright, automating crafting table recipes is a good first step to automate your processes. To achieve this goal, get yourself a crafting logistics pipe and crafting table. You can import a crafting table recipe to a logistics crafting table, and you can click the import button on the crafting logistics pipe GUI that is connected to the crafting table to import the recipe into the pipe. So essentially what you're saying is, where's a good spot? Let's say I want to make electric motors. Mostly, okay. Is there an import button? That looks kind of wild. Okay, let's They did suggest the crafting pipe, right? Maybe something to do with that. Crafting plus 2 basics. I mean, I got some of them placed right there, right? It's kind of good because it extends our ender pearl because we only need 1 emitter and we get 2 recipes. We get 10 recipes instead of 5, but they can only hold 1 recipe each as opposed to the Mark II casings that can hold 2. Alright, so if I do this, you need to be basic. Alright, so I want electric motor. Done. Okay. Then it's probably missing the cables. I can give it the cables manually. That'll be fine. And the same goes for the tin cables. Should at least craft some. There we go. Oh, okay. Alright, that's pretty neat. Alright, I'm a fan. My only question is, can it do multiple or can it only do 1? So this was doing the long iron rods. Oops, not 64. There we go. Pollution-based small farm win. We actually just got our hazmat suit back, Gavin. 2 EBFs, it turns out, will poison you. Fun fact. If anyone's curious. And these also both have the medium voltage muffler hatch. So. Alright. Mark II. Let's say so you import this recipe, right? Now what happens if I import a different recipe? Let's say I want conveyors automatically, because that'd be helpful. Alright, now am I SOL'd out of out of electric motors, or will it still do them? So it does throw the items in still. Yeah, it certainly has items to craft it. So, okay, these are 1 per. That is very disappointing, and I'm going to need a ton of those. Like, a ton of these. Okay, that's neat though. I mean, they aren't too bad, right? Like, the polyethylene is a drain. I don't have a way to make polyethylene right now. Blue alloy isn't incredibly... I guess maybe I have electrolyne just like lying around somewhere. I'm sure I can find a bunch in the nether too. So, I mean, it really isn't bad. But, I do desperately need that, machine to work downstairs. Alright, and then... one last experiment before I have to go. Of course, I got an iron drill. What a random item. Let's experiment with item conduits. I'm hoping that they can do what I want them to. And that is, I want them to... I actually don't have small pipe. I don't have tiny pipe. Bunga. What is it? It's tin plus zinc. Or copper plus zinc. Then zinc, I should... Yep, I still have a little bit. And then give me the steel. Okay, it still isn't there. That's where it's gonna alloy with something. There we go, molten brass. Alright, so then make this. Of course I'm missing wire cutters, why wouldn't I? I literally just made wire cutters. Yeah, they are. Small pipe shape, alright. Solidify. And of course, if I was really smart, I would have had Electrum already made. And then the pulsating iron plates. Oh, these are kind of expensive. I only get 1 per. This is only 1 ingot of polyethylene per. Alright, so the idea I had with this is... Give me another chest. Okay. How does this play if I just give it a chest? And I say that your items will be in there eventually. So... do something like completely random. Like give me gears, I'll give you vacuum tubes. And then request vacuum tubes. So it throws in the chest, right? And if I take this out and then throw in 2, so it will work. All right, cool. Then I want to use the Ender IO conduit. So can I do 2? Insert item filter. It all comes back to this. Molten polyethylene, or we need raw carbon mesh. Raw carbon mesh, we need bioorganic, we need raw fiber, autoclave with fuel, methanol, or biomass. Oh my god, this is the Pyros oven. Alright, so Ender IO will probably do what I'm looking for, but honestly I just need to bite the bullet and do polyethylene. So that's neat. And the chest idea does work. I can just put stuff in a chest and then pull stuff out and put it back in. That'll be no problem. I'll just have to be careful that I only pull out of the chest the stuff I need for the recipe, right? Like, let's say for example, I'm doing... This would actually be an example that wouldn't work. I have unrouted. I need to make sure that I'm not pulling the unrouted out of the input chests. I'm only... Oh, I guess the basic. Yeah, the basic or whatever. Anyways, this is all I got time for today. We made some good progress. We got into Ender IO with the conduits and learned that we do actually need polyethylene. We have a second EBF finished over there. It's working on aluminum for us while this one does the Ender IO stuff, which... And we'll see how deep I get into. Next time, we're gonna need to set up more auto crafting for this guy. So that way, we can have better supplies and better kind of storage and whatnot. What you looking for? I'm looking for item filter, right? So the idea is that I want the chest here, and I want to be able to insert everything, extract everything except for like the final product. And so, well, I need an item filter for that, right? Well, for an item filter, it's like either you have polyethylene with zinc foil and fine steel wire, which both are no problem, or you go down this mess with the raw carbon mesh, which I don't think I have a good way to do. Yeah, I need the autoclave with some kind of fuel. Which then brings us to the Pyros oven, which I suppose isn't too bad. I just centrifuge the plant mass. Okay, maybe this isn't bad. But I mean, it doesn't change the fact that we need the pyro 7. Or polyethylene. This item filter has been something that's been like haunting my nightmares for like months. So, anyways, I gotta get going. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do today. Probably stream again tomorrow at similar time, probably for a usual length. But yeah, until next time, guys, take care. Have a good one. Bye bye.